So every so often we have something we need to tell someone, and we know it's going to be a difficult conversation, or at least we expect it's going to be a difficult conversation, and we have a lot of fear and we avoid it, and it sits there inside of us, and we know we've got to say it, but it's let's see if we can't help with that. So maybe rating the scale of on a scale of 0 to 10, how much fear you feel about having this conversation, how unwilling you are to have it, and let's see what we can do. So, taking full responsibility for your own well-being. Even though I'm afraid to have this conversation, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm afraid to have this conversation, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I'm really afraid to have this conversation, it's not going to be easy saying these things. And I don't really expect the other person to take it well. I might be pleasantly surprised, but that's not what I'm expecting. And even though I'm really afraid of having this conversation, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And this other person or people who I have to have this conversation with. All this fear of having this conversation. All this fear of saying these things. All this fear of being honest. All this fear of telling the truth. They say honesty is the best policy. Something inside of me doesn't agree with that. Something inside says honesty would be a really bad idea right now. And maybe I won't lie about what's going on inside. But I just won't reveal it. And that's causing me problems. It's like tying my hands behind my back. I'm spending so much time and energy sitting on this stuff. Spending so much time and energy having these conversations in my own head. But they rarely go as well as I'd like. So I don't want to risk having them in real life. Because I'm so sure this other person will be upset. I'm so sure this other person won't understand. Shows how much regard I have for this other person. That I see them as that small-minded. And maybe it's not that I see them as small-minded. I'm just afraid that they'll be hurt. I may be certain that they're going to be hurt. And I need to be clear for myself. Is this something I need to tell them? And that's not to just give myself an out. Oh yeah, that would be a really hard conversation. Good thing I don't have to have it, because that would hurt them. I've played this game with myself for a long time. I'm being honest with myself. Is this a conversation that I need to have? And maybe it is. So I'm clearing the fear that stops me. Clearing that fear to cellular level. Clearing it all the way back through my past. Back through all those times in my life where I may have gotten the message that honesty is definitely not the best policy. All those times that I've gotten in trouble for telling the truth. There's been a lot of pain there. So why would I want to go rushing into that pain again? And here's where I have to be honest with myself. Because it's probably painful not telling the truth. Oh no, it's really not that painful. That's what I might try telling myself. But I choose to be honest with myself. In order to live freely, in order to live honestly, in order to live happily, is this a conversation that I need to have? And I'm clearing what stops me. And there will be consequences. A lot of them might be really good consequences, including the best possible consequence of being able to live freely. And I can handle the consequences. And if the consequences are really hard, there will be people out there who can support me. There are people out there who will help me. I can get the support I need in order to have this conversation. The resources are there. The ways for me to have this conversation are there. And it may simply be, I just need to go have this conversation. I just need to go talk to this person. And I need to tell them how I feel. And I choose to be open to their response. If they don't respond well, it's not because they're bad or stupid. They're going to respond the best way they can, depending on their programming, depending on what their fears are. And I'm open to the possibility that I might be pleasantly surprised. When I choose to love myself, I choose to make the choice that is for the highest good of all concerned. I'm doing what I need to do in the most loving way possible. Treating myself with love and respect, and treating these others with love and respect. Honoring myself where I'm at, and clearing all the fear so that I have the freedom to honor them wherever they're at. I'm clearing the fears and doubts. I'm creating a space for this openness. I'm creating a space for honesty. I'm creating a space for healing. Starting the healing process right now. Even before the conversation takes place. And as I send that healing energetically, this person will be in a better place when I talk to them. I'm setting myself free to be honest. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Give yourself that freedom. Do what it takes. You may need to talk to someone else to get some feedback about the best way to have the conversation, what's the safest way to have the conversation. But give yourself the freedom to stop stuffing that stuff inside. All right? Thanks.